finds her and reminds her she is all the world to me. Without her I don't even care about living. Tell her everything will be forgiven. I would give up all that I own if she'd only hurry back home. I'm kinda lost without her love. A wonderful girl. Won't the finder please return her to me?
Last night I met the sweetest gal a guy could ever meet. The moment that she touched my hand, she swept me off my feet. And as I fell, I soon could tell I had her falling too. And even though it was a dream, I don't mind telling you. One more dream, and she's mine. One more dream, and she's mine. 40 winks, and me thinks she'll be mine. Had her hooked, things looked fine, but she slid off my line. One more dream, and she's mine.
One more dream, and she's mine. One more dream, and she's mine.
40 winks, and me thinks she'll be mine.
At her hook, things look fine, but she slipped off my line.
One more dream, and she's mine. Was in the park the other day at 5 or thereabouts. I ran around in circles just to tire myself out. I fell asleep beneath a tree upon a leafy bed. A cop looked down and woke me up, and this is what I said.
One more dream,
and she's mine.
one more dream,
And she's mine. 40 winks, and me thinks she'll be mine.
at her hook,
Things look fine
but she slipped.
off my line. One more dream, and she's gonna be mine.
Black Cat Quadrille, Part 2.
Some 30 years ago my father said to me, "My lad, if you'll take my advice, you'll never, never go to sea." But to his words I paid no heed, and off one day I ran, and so upon a sailing ship I went as handyman. And he was right as right could be. For a month or two on a sailing ship was quite enough for me. He was right as right could be. For a month or two on a sailing ship was quite enough for me. When I came back to shore again, my father said to me, "My lad, you'd not take my advice, and I knew how it would be. But one thing more I've got to say, and this you'll find of use. Avoid all women folk, my boy, for they're the very deuce." And it's what he said was all too true, for I fell in love with a widow once, and now I'm number two. What he said was all too true, for I fell in love with a widow once, and now I'm number two. Now years have passed, and I have got a youngster of my own, and often I will say to him, when we are quite alone, there are two things you will avoid if you are wise, my lad. Thus he's the very devil, and a woman just as bad. But it's I'm Let me talk until I die, for my son's a chip of the old block and as big a fool as I. Oh, I may talk until I die, for my son's a chip of the old block and just as big a fool as I.
I've got you under my skin.
Won't you please let me in?
I've got you so deep in the heart of me.
La-da-da-da-da-dee.
So deep in my heart, you really are part of me.
La-dee.
I've got you under my skin.
Mellow, 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 mellow skin.
Oh, I've tried so hard not to give in.
I've got shoes under my skin.
I said to myself, this affair never goes so well.
Well, I won't tell.
Why should I try to resist when, darling, I know so well?
Tell.
I've got you under my skin.
Won't you please let me out?
I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, that you never can win?
Take off your skin.
Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me
Stop, look, and listen.
Oh, I've got you,
One,
and I've got you.
twice.
I've got you under my skin.
the tune that everyone is playing. That's the tune that sets the world a-swaying. Though you feel your knees subsiding, you simply have to go on gliding. That's the sort of stuff to make a Quaker turn a shimmy shaker. That's the tune that never brings you sadness. That's the tune that always brings you gladness. Homes can't do without it, and all the dogs are mad about it. That's the tune, and soon you'll hear it again.
Smile the while you kiss me sad adieu. When the clouds roll by, I'll come to you. Then the skies will seem more blue. Down in Lover's Lane, my dearie, wedding bells will ring so merrily. Every tear will be a memory. So wait and pray each night for me till we meet again. I'm leaving this morning, be gone for a long, long time. Mama, I'm leaving this morning, be gone for a long, long time. Now I'll be gone forever if my gal don't change her mind.
I'm going back to Texas, 'cause I'm feeling sad and blue. I'm going back to Texas, 'cause I'm feeling sad and blue. Mama, I'd go back to the graveyard, get myself away from you. She used to be mine, Mama, look who's got her now. Used to be mine, Mama, look who's got her now. I know he can't keep her, she don't mean him no good, no how. Oh, play 'em for me now. Everything I hear now, Mama, seems to be bad news to me. Everything I hear, Mama, seems to be bad news to me. Sometime I get a notion, jump into the deep blue sea. Don't care if I win or lose. Don't care if I win or lose. I'm going back to Dallas, singing these Texas blues.
as I gaze upon a cottage for sale. The lawn we were proud of is waving in hay. Our beautiful garden has withered away. Where you planted roses, the weeds seem to say, a cottage for sale. From every single window I see your face. But when I reach that window, there's empty space. The keys in the mailbox, the same as before, but nobody's waiting for me anymore. The end of the story is told on the door. A cottage for sale. From every single window I see your face. But when I reach that window, there's empty space. The keys in the mailbox, the same as before, but nobody's waiting for me anymore. The end of the story is told on the door. A cottage for sale. Oh, it hurts to know you're gone, as I stand here and gaze upon our sweet little cottage for
Writing this letter, old Sally, to you, do one little favor for me. My sweetheart just wrote me that she's feeling blue, so just call around there and say, little gray sweetheart way out in the west, she wants to know if I love her. If you're my pal, call on my gal and give her a kiss for me too. Just take the blues from mother and make her bright eyes shine. Say I'll build a nest way out in the west for that little gray sweetheart of mine. My sweetheart, I know, has another dear beau, for both she has kisses to spare. My daddy don't care, and when I get back there, he says I'll get more than my share. Little gray sweetheart way out in the west, she wants to know if I love her. If you're my pal, call on my gal and give her a kiss for me too. Just take the blues from mother and make her bright eyes shine. Say I'll build a nest way out in the west for that little gray sweetheart of mine.
be quiet. Don't you start a riot. He's smiling in his sleep. Go on and take a peep at His Majesty. The baby, see, he's waiting. Oh, what plans he's making. You may announce him now. Let everybody bow to His Majesty. The baby, the ladies stand in waiting. Here comes the king, make way. They all stand there debating. What will His Highness say? Look, he knows me. What a smile he shows me. We live at his command and kiss the gentle hand of His Majesty, the baby. If we could be A-L-O-N-E.
Oh gosh, oh gee, how happy we could be.
Your little B-R-O-T-H-E-R is giving us the eye.
Perhaps he'd go to B-E-D or a P-E-double-N-Y.
He knows that I L-O-V-E-U.
I'm sure that's why he sticks around like glue.
We'd have a chance to K-I-double-S without that K-I-D. If we could only be A-L-O-N-E. If we
The little it
could be
is at the Oldies.
A-L-O-N-E.
I wish he'd go away.
Let's try
There is no hope.
to lose
He's not a dope.
that cute D-R-A-T.
He's not a telescope.
The little M-O-N-S-T-E-R is getting much too wide.
Don't make a fuss.
It's bad enough he snoops around, but his flashlight gets in my eye.
He should be paying us.
Oh, that kid was smarter than we thought.
He said, my friends, I'm willing to be bought.
We put a Q-U-A-R-T-E-R in his H-A-N-D. Now you and I can be A-L-O-N-E.
be married, and it breaks my heart in two to think that I must lose you after all that we've been through. You gave me back the ring, but there were teardrops in your eyes. That's why I thought within my heart we'd never say goodbye. I'll stand inside the church alone, my feelings I will hide, until he starts to lift the veil to kiss the lovely bride. I'll go 'cause I can't stand to see him press you to his heart. Tomorrow you'll be married, and forever we must part. Tomorrow when you say I do, I'll try so hard to smile. I'll wish you well in all you do when you walk down the aisle. I wonder if you think, dear, when the organ starts to play, that just 1 year ago we planned our own wedding day. I'll stand inside the door alone, my feelings I will hide, until he starts to lift the veil to kiss the lovely bride. I'll go 'cause I can't stand to see him press you to his heart. Tomorrow you'll be married, and forever we must part. Of your H-E-A-R-T, say it's true and I'll come back to Y-O-U. If you still C-A-R-E, say you do and there I'll be. Is it fair to let me care the way I do? Is the L-I-G-H-T so D-I-V-I-N-E in your E-Y-E for me or someone new? Am I still P-A-R-T of your H-E-A-R-T? Say it's true because I still love Y-O-U. There were teardrops in your eyes the night we parted, and I never dreamed that you would let me go. But I've been so all alone and broken-hearted. Darling, now there's just one thing I'd like to know. Am I still P-A-R-T of your